privilege to speak to you all today. It is a very surreal experience to have so many eyes on me at once. Year 7 Jess is terrified at the prospect of speaking in front of hundreds of people. Year 10 Jess is mortified that everyone has to sit and listen to her embarrassing speech. But current Jess is thrilled to be here. We are a combination of the people that we develop into throughout our lives, and often only with the benefit of hindsight do we realise the changes in ourselves. During my recent university application, I reflected greatly on what I can take with me into the next stage of my life. When we leave behind the 400-year-old bricks and mortar, the foundations of merchant tailors, what is it that we carry with us? Qualifications? Certainly, as demonstrated by the GCSE and A-level certificates many of you have received today. But sometimes we can become focused on grades as our only target during school. In truth, it is the collection of memories and experiences that shape you into who you are and nurture the qualities that you possess. Your failures and achievements, the mistakes you make and the lessons that you learn, inside and outside of the classroom, mould you into the person that you see in your final year of school. I've learnt many lessons the hard way, starting with late nights doing homework during the next morning, or cross-country races at 8 AM on a Saturday in the mud. I don't think we should live in regret that we ever tried these things. Just learn from each experience and maybe take a pair of wellies next time. We only regret the things that we do not do, so make the most of every opportunity that the school provides. In primary school, I was scared to make mistakes. I saw them as a setback and something to worry about. However, over time, my outlook has completely changed for the better. As James Joyce said in Ulysses, mistakes are the portals of discovery. And I believe this demonstrates exactly how we move forward in life. In a world in which the only constant is change, we need to be able to adapt to whatever may go wrong and build resilience from every time we've had to adjust, to try again, to persevere. Mistakes force us to acknowledge faults in what we know, and change provides the opportunity to experience what we don't know. So we should not fear change. It is what drives progress. Change happens naturally all of the time, but only when events like the COVID-19 outbreak bring about enormous change at once do we take notice. The pandemic skewed our perception of normality and threw us into disarray. Our work shifted online, ways of communication changed, and we put greater emphasis on looking after each other and ourselves. Mental resilience helped each and every person through that tough time, many dealing with isolation and loss of loved ones on top of significant lifestyle changes. We were encouraged to get up and exercise, go on a daily walk with a friend, pick up a new hobby, all seemingly to pass the time in lockdown. But these are not just fleeting distractions. They are daily needs, essential to relieve some of the anxiety and emotions that we feel. So, in the absence of lockdown, are you still practicing this self-care? I can admit that I haven't. It isn't always easy. Amid a very busy few months of preparing for life beyond school, everything that wasn't a deadline was pushed to the back of my mind. Neglecting friendships, downtime and sleep affects our mental health and can make you feel less productive and less like yourself. It is clear just how closely linked the mind and the body are, and that we need to be aware of our own well-being. In Googling who said, "Hindsight is a wonderful thing," it was William Blake, by the way, I realised that the quote continues, but foresight is better, especially when it comes to saving life or some pain. So this is my attempt to save you some pain. Preserving your mental health is undeniably one of the most important elements to being happy and achieving success. And although obvious, I wish I had understood this earlier. It has been amazing to celebrate so many achievements today. And from attending this fantastic school, I can clearly see the ambition and capability in every person sat here. With talent in any area of school life, I don't doubt that you all excel in whatever you choose to do. Just look after yourselves in the process. As I mentioned earlier, change is happening constantly, and if you embrace it, you will go far. Feeling good about yourself and having a positive outlook gets us a lot further than we give credit for, and it all stems from our attitude towards change. It is daunting to be taken out of our comfort zone and have to adapt to new things, but you have all managed brilliantly so far, and you should be confident in your ability. Your brain is responsible for all of these extraordinary accomplishments, and it's also responsible for your happiness, so just be a bit kinder to it. Practice looking after your mind, and it will reward you in infinite ways. Thank you for listening.